welcome back to Homestead Heart. And as you can see today, I'm sitting outside in front of the greenhouse and I am getting ready to finish planting up my banana plants. I already have one planted. The Grand Name has already been planted. Now I'm getting ready to plant my dwarf Cavendish and my Goldfinger here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the dwarf Cavendish, I think the dwarf Cavendish is that banana that you find in the grocery store, right? You ever see the banana with the brand Chiquita on it? Well, I think this is that variety that you can grow in the grocery store, that you can don't go in no supermarket trying to grow no banana plant. You can buy this and buy these bananas from, hey bud, from the supermarket, right? So what I am doing, hello, what did you want? Banana? You want banana? You want banana? You do? Okay, I don't have a stick to throw. I don't have a stick. Okay, go get it. He'll find one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these planted up. I already have my, and yes, I am planting them in containers. And I truly believe that these will do exceptionally well in this 17-gallon container here. So I'm gonna plant them with the hopes of them staying in this container for at least a year, or I don't know, until they get, to me, I feel I would prefer that they get a little bit bigger and stronger before I put them in the ground. I know exactly where I'm going to plant them, but right now the little pups are so little that I think I just want to keep them in a container to make sure they do well, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get these planted. I'm going to start with my dwarf Cavendish. And I've already got my cute little labels done here, as you can see. I already got those done. You didn't find the doll? Well, go get it. No? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead now and just dig out this hole here. Now, what I'm going to add to this hole is a half a cup of my azomite granule. Okay, yeah, about a half a cup of that just in the bottom of the hole. My azomite is in granule form. And then I'm going to add in just a little bit of phosphorus, that bone meal, because I really want to help promote the root growth on our banana plant, okay? Now, I probably don't need to add this, but I'm gonna. I'm gonna add in a little potassium. And I'm also gonna add in a little blood meal to this, okay? Just a nice handful. And I'm gonna give that a sifting. I like to say sifting, but I'm just sifting that around in here, or mixing it around in here. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to make my space a little wider, and I'm going to open up the plastic that's around this Goldfinger here. Is that Goldfinger? No, this is dwarf Cavendish. Wrong one. Okay, so I'll just tear this open. Come on. All right. I'm going to just slide this right on out of this little plastic here. And I'm going to go ahead and get it planted right down in the bottom there. And then I'm just going to backfill. Wait a minute, let me make sure this is in the center. There we go. Then I'm going to backfill with my mix. And I'm going to give that a nice little press down because I want to make sure there's no air around this, and I want to make it nice and firm so that it'll stand up straight for me. All right, I'm going to take the other half of this cup of azomite and sprinkle it around the top. And then I'm just going to sift that into the top layer of the soil or my container mix. And then I'm going to give it a water. Bananas love lots of water, I heard. So I'm going to water it well. All right, and that one is done. I'm going to be giving you all updates on these as we go along. I'm going to plant the last one now, the ladyfingers. All right, so I'm bringing y'all in a lot closer for the planting of the last banana plant here. And again, I'm just taking this out of the plastic, and I will post in the description box below where I purchased these, courtesy of Grow Family Network. They are the family, that's the family that shared a video of them getting these from this company, and so I decided to try them out for myself. So now all I'm going to do is just dig down, make a nice wide space here, as you can see. Okay. And I'm going to add into this my azomite granule rock dust, if you will, or it's not a dust, but mine is in a granule form, and they put it in granule form or in the powdered form, whichever you prefer, but I think I like the granules a whole lot better than I do the dust. Okay, so I'm going to put half of this down in this hole where my banana plant is going to sit. Okay, all right, and then I'm going to add into this a little handful of potassium. This is all just natural fertilizers. These are not chemicals. Okay, I'm going to add in a handful of bone meal and my handful of blood meal. So I have my NPK and my azomite right in this hole, and I'm going to just give that a mix around. Yep, just give it a mix around. Just like so. All right, now dig that out just a little deeper, and I am going to grab my beautiful Goldfinger banana plant. Wow, these little roots have been doing their own thing in that bag there. Wow, so they are ready to spread out, and I do believe that once they get in this pot, OMG, what are they going to do, especially with all of the fertilizers that I've added to this. Now, from my understanding, when you first plant banana plants, you don't have to add any amendments to your soil at all. You can just plant them and they will start to grow. Now, if that's the case, what will mine do if I add the amendments? So I'm going to backfill that, make sure all of my amendments are around the root area of this. And then I'm going to continue to backfill. And I'm going to press that down lightly. Just want that to be good and firm. Okay, now this is my tag, Goldfinger. I'm going to put this down here. And I'm using the taller tags because this plant is going to get really big really fast. And so and that's just from my research. So I want to make sure that I can see the tag and know the variety. All right, y'all. So now that I have that mashed down in there, tamped down really good. Yes, I do. I'm going to take the remaining bit of my azomite here. All right, so now I'm fixing to go ahead and add the rest of my azomite. Just around the top. And then I'm just going to kind of lightly sift that into the top layer of this soil mix here. All right. Then I'm going to press that down again. And then I'm going to give it a water. Now again, bananas, they love water, but they do not like to just be sitting soaking in water either. So you want to make sure your container mix is a well-draining mix. And mine indeed is a well-draining mix. I have in here equal parts of compost, vermiculite, and peat moss. Yeah. All right, y'all, so that is it as to how I am planting my very first banana plants on the homestead. I do have a banana plant over there that is starting to grow back again. They come back every year after that winter hits them. It just kills them all the way down, but then it comes right back. However, I think that is a strictly ornamental plant because it has never produced anything close to looking like a banana. So once these begin to grow and get a little bit bigger, I may consider putting them in the ground. But at this moment, this is their home right here. Yeah, this one is not looking so hot. This Grand Name. But I'm not worried about it. I do believe that now that it's in the pot, I do believe it's going to be just fine. And that one little leaf that's dying off, I think it'll be just fine because it's just going to push up another leaf. So it should be fine. And then it has 2 strong leaves on it as well. So I'm not concerned too much about that. Yeah. But these others, they look very well. As you can see, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, has 5 leaves on it. This one still has 3. You know, they only came with about, oh my goodness, if I'm not mistaken, I think they only had 2 leaves on them. I don't know. I'll have to go back and check that video out to be certain. But it's already growing a new leaf right here, as you can see. So this is exciting for me to be growing banana plants where we could actually get bananas. We love bananas here on the homestead. And actually, Mr. H said, this is not enough. He said, this is not enough banana plants at all. I'm like, really? Hey, no, it's not enough. So I'm going to see about getting a few more. I may try to get them from someplace different. I don't know. I just want to compare the growth side by side and just see if I'm going to notice any difference. That's all. I don't know. I just like doing things like that sometimes. And the ducks need their own space because they are so messy and they eat a lot. And my poor chickens, if they can get their hands on some food, boy, they would be lucky, because those ducks just come in and they're just so I'm gonna build the ducks their own little house today. But it sure does feel good just sitting down out here relaxing in front of the greenhouse. I would be in the greenhouse, but the greenhouse is full. I got trees going down the center, 27 containers of melon and pumpkin sitting here going down. So I done kicked my own self out of my own greenhouse with all them containers. But again, that's okay. That is exactly what I wanted that greenhouse for, to be able to go in and start some seeds. And I can do that. I can go in and stand, but I just can't go in and chillax, you know. So, but that's why that's why we built it, because I wanted a space to be able to not only start seeds, but if the temperatures dipped really low, I wanted a place to be able to pull in my potted plants if need be. And so far, it has been doing a fantastic job. Even when the temperatures are still dipping down into the 30s, this is doing a wonderful job. You know, it gets kind of cold in there when the temperatures get that low. But I do have some frost blankets, and I can just cover them up with that. And that also helps to keep them a little warmer. And even with that, everything is still growing beautifully. So I'm loving this. I am. And until we decide to get a larger greenhouse, you know, this is going to serve its purpose. You know, I do believe that I am absolutely loving it. I love the way we constructed it. I just love it. Okay. I did decide, well, we'll talk about that in another video. That's a whole nother video. But all right, y'all, 3 banana plants. My grand name, my lady goldfinger, and my dwarf Cavendish. If you are interested in growing a banana plant in a pot, you can get these from Walmart for like $7, I believe. And these are great containers for growing in. All right, you all. And they don't break the bank. These are great for your fruit trees, for your citrus. These are great for potatoes. These are just, look, broccoli, squash, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. You can have a whole garden in these 17-gallon containers that only cost about $7 or $8. And that's a pretty good price. And one thing I will say before I end the video is that I left a lot of space from the top of this pot intentionally. And the reason why I did that is because I'm going to come back and I'm going to fill this all the way up with some mulching hay or some straw or something like that to kind of help hold in the moisture, because it does get so hot and humid here in Georgia. And so I do want something to kind of help hold that moisture in. So that's why you see the pots are not filled all the way up. They're down kind of low for that purpose only. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for today. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and give our video a nice big thumbs up. Thank y'all for sitting with me this morning while I planted my banana plants. I'm truly excited about this, and I can't thank Grow Family Network. If you all haven't been over to their channel, beautiful family, go over and support their channel. So thank you all so much for watching Homestead Heart. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you, and I'll see y'all in the next video.